Good morning, chiropractic family. It's Charlie with Mountain Man Digital, and let me get my face out of here because I'm miserable with that. What I wanted to talk about today was building community through social media, because one of the biggest pieces of being a successful chiropractor, as far as what I've learned, is becoming a really big part of your community and using that community interaction to help the folks in your community live healthier lives. That is the mission of almost every chiropractor I speak with. They're looking to really increase the overall health of their community so that everybody lives happier, healthier lives. So, with that being said, I think that a lot of chiropractors miss the point of social media. Social media is, well, let me put it a different way. Here's your community, right? It's just this globe of interactions that occur in person in your community, right? There's events, there's people meeting on the street, there's folks that work together, everything like that. Then if we go kind of out 3 inches in all directions, right, there's social media and online interaction. And the cool thing about that is that these people over here that work by themselves get connected to the folks over here that go to, a local gym because they go there together and they learn about it through social media, right? And this community now has this heightened level of interconnectedness thanks to Facebook, thanks to Instagram, thanks to Twitter. And that interconnectedness gives you a great opportunity to educate and entertain the community in regards to increasing their health. And it's funny that I've never put it like this before, but this is kind of, to me, the moral bedrock of how you work with social media as a chiropractor, or really as anybody. You want to cultivate a community, if you don't already have one, or you want to become a very high-value asset to the community you wish to be a part of. That's what I'm trying to do with you guys. So, because of that, when you're using social media, you have to think to yourself, how is this post going to help the community? How is this video going to help the community? How is this live video going to help the community? And if you attack your social media strategy going into 19 with this idea, what you're going to experience is a substantial increase in engagement. And this is the anomaly that I like to call being part of the conversation. And what that means is that if you look at a Facebook feed, if you look at your Facebook feed, for instance, or your Instagram feed, or your Twitter feed, there's an overarching conversation going on. There's certain types of posts that you see. There's certain types of images that seem to come up over and over again. There's certain conversation topics that seem to come up over and over again. And touching on those items, being a part of that conversation, allows you to be welcomed into that community, because from the algorithms and from the interactions of people, there is just more engagement naturally for that type of stuff, right? Like for me, I know that video does really well in this space, so I do a lot of video. And for you, you may find that pictures do really well because maybe folks are in an office and can't turn on their speakers, so a talking to you video doesn't make a lot of sense. Perhaps Video does particularly well for you because your target market's personal trainers and they have time between clients to watch short videos. There's a lot of different opportunities like that that you can access. And thinking of the way that your community interacts with the internet will allow you to take that and expand it. And this is not difficult. It's not rocket surgery. All you're trying to do is be a part of the conversation. It's kind of like when you're a freshman in high school and you see the cool kids over there and you kind of get a feel for what they're talking about and what they do for fun. And then maybe you already do some of that stuff, so you kind of go right in and chat with them about it. Or if you really want to be with the cool kids, I remember like spending a bunch of time learning about football because I didn't care. I had no idea like what the Patriots last season was like or anything like that. And so I spent a bunch of time learning about it just so I could hang out with the cool kids, right? And that's kind of the stuff that you can do, right? I wouldn't recommend, researching stuff you're not interested in to get into your group, but it was an example. What you want to do instead is bring your flavor to that community. So for me, like, got the beard, drink out of this weird handmade mug. I try to go out in the woods. More of that coming, I promise. It's just so frigid right now. It's like difficult to go outside even if you're geared up. And like with a camera, forget it. So that type of stuff. Because if you don't focus on the community first, you're going to fail. If you're only focused on, well, Charlie said I'll make videos and I keep making videos the same way and the community's not responding to them, you're going to fail. It's important to pay attention to your audience and what they like and what they want to see and what they want to hear. The more that you do that, the more success you're going to get online. Okay? And this is true for anything. I mean, and it's especially true for websites. And it's especially true for Facebook ads. This is not just for posting on Facebook. If you're struggling with your Facebook ads, if you're struggling with your Google ads, if you're struggling with conversions on your website, it's because you're not acting as a part of your community. That's what it is. Or it's because the guy that you hired isn't acting on behalf of your community. You gotta figure out how to bridge that gap. And if you don't, you're gonna have problems ad infinitum. So keep that in mind and, go out into your community if you don't already. I have yet to meet a chiropractor who doesn't, but make sure that you're conscious of what conversations are being had, of what they're talking about, of what they're doing for fun, things like this, just like doing an IPA. But instead, what's the broader community look like? And how can I, in an organic, fun way, be a part of that conversation? All right, so just some pretty basic stuff today. Course outline's nearly finished. Then it's the long slog of 40 hours of video to record. So that's exciting. Getting close to Christmas. I hope you guys are excited and are ready to have some good time with family. I know that I am. And as always, feel free to comment down below, direct message me, whatever you want to do. If you have questions about this stuff, I'm always happy to help. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.